Your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
6:43 now. Corey, looking forward to some beautiful sunrises we're seeing already this morning.
Yeah, we've seen a couple out there. Those mid and high level clouds always provide some nice color to the sky. There's nothing on the ground in most of eastern Iowa. No snow at this point. Weatherwise question deals with snow during the first half of December. Just how common is it? Overall, the question deals with snow of measurable amounts during that time period. When was the last year that Cedar Rapids gained 3 inches of snow during a single day in the first half of December? Was it 2020, 2009, the year 2000, or 1995? 3 inches is not a small snowfall. I mean, this is relatively minor compared to some of our heavier events, but certainly enough to cause some problems. As we look at our Fayette City Cam, though, this is what Jackie was describing. A nice sunrise so far viewed from Fayette, where they have some of those mid to high level clouds providing that reflection as the sun approaches the horizon. Temperatures in the 20s across the area. Wind chills more like the teens, though, in most locations. A little bit of a breeze out there, enough to make it rather chilly today, certainly compared to yesterday when we were talking more 30s across more of the area. Not talking about precipitation today. Rain, snow, ice all highlighted in green, but the potential for some gusty winds this afternoon is out there. We could see those reaching between 20 to 30 miles per hour at times between about noon and 6. That's going to be the prime time there. Things get a little bit weaker as we head toward tonight once we lose the daytime heating. Area of high pressure to our south, generally providing us with the relatively quiet weather, but a warm front to our west will be streaming across the area today. This will start to push in that warmer set of temperatures that we're expecting for the end of the work and school week. Today, though, starting off with that mix of some clouds with some sun sneaking through too. That possibility of some of those clouds being a bit thicker during times of the day. Otherwise, sun will be present. Certainly not seeing those low, gloomy stratus clouds that we've been stuck with the past few days. Heading into tonight, partly to mostly clear skies. Keeping our southerly breeze around, though, and that should keep our temperatures from falling quite as far as we head toward the start of your Thursday. Today, our temperatures will reach the 40s across the area. 38 in Dubuque, 42 in Decorah, warmest in the south and west, closer to the source of that warmer air with 47 in Tama. We'll call it partly cloudy on average, but still feeling more like the 30s across a good portion of the area thanks to those stronger southerly winds. We'll keep the southerly wind around ahead of the storm system that approaches on Friday. Notice by Friday evening and night, some green painted here across the TV9 viewing area, likely starting out in the form of some rain. But as the system continues to lift to the northeast, off toward the Great Lakes and southern Canada, notice that enough cold air gets wrapped in behind it that we could see either a mix with or change over to some snow across portions of the area. Continues to track away and relatively quickly. In fact, the trend has been for this to be a little bit faster, and thus even by Saturday evening we could be facing some relatively dry conditions, and the end of the weekend also looks dry at this point. You'll see that in our 9-day forecast once we get past these few very comfortable days, 40s and 50s, likely as we go through Wednesday, today, Thursday, and Friday. That weekend storm system providing us that unsettled weather on Saturday. Could be some wintry impacts there. Some folks may be lucky enough to see some of that snow stick in spots. At this point, we are still watching the trends before we make a final snowfall forecast there. The look at next week does seem a bit colder and generally closer to normal for this time of year. Should be, of course, cold as we head toward the middle of December. But should we be seeing more snow? When was the last year that Cedar Rapids gained 3 inches of snow during a single day in the first half of December? Let me clarify, 3 inches or more during a single day.
It does seem like it hasn't been very snowy in December at all. I think I'll go 2020.
You are correct. It was as recent as 2020 where we did see that, but notice that those years were kind of spaced out. Those were all years that did see 3 inches, but not everyone does. In fact, it's about 1 out of every 3 on average. Some see multiple. Once you get snow, sometimes you're a bit more likely to see more because then cold air is in place and so on and so forth, but it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, we'll find out this year too.
And we still got a few more days, that's for sure.
All right, thanks, Corey.
Yeah.